Hey guys, Planet Joe 10 out here on the 10th planet, just finishing up some mad painting session tonight with an update on the Chevelle. Been actually getting some work done. Again, a lot of painting has been going on. We've been going crazy with paint. Got the body painted and some other parts. We'll take a look with the update. Also, we'll take a look at the airbrushes that I do use here on the 10th planet. Just a couple that we use, one for swathing or a swash brush or whatever you want to call it, and one for fine brushing. Been a great week in videos. I know the 48-hour build's going on, and we've been watching as many videos as we can. There's just so many. It's been great. Lots of fun stuff to look at. Good old Chevy cheeseburger. Putting on the 48-hour build. I mean, everybody appreciates it. I'm not in this one, but I am in the box stock build. Just like I said, a great week in videos. There's so many. I really can't pick anything out in particular that's special. Good to see Puck 487 out there. He built that. He's working on that Tamiya kit, which is actually an armor kit, coming out real nice. That's a new adventure for him, so that's pretty cool to see that he's trying that out. I also wanted to just thank everybody for the replies from my last video as far as the length of time, things like that, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to just keep the same format. It seems to work. Everybody seemed to think it was cool. So honestly, I just wanted to thank you, everyone who commented on that. And also congratulations to all the September cranky heads that won the Fridays in September drawings. That was really nice of Dr. Cranky to put that on. He's a great guy, of course, we all know that. But I thought it was really cool. Every Friday he's giving some goodies away, and makes it a lot of fun. Again, good to see the community thriving. Good to see him, Dr. Cranky, doing these kinds of things. It just makes us all feel pretty good about the community. Why we're in it, and why we make videos, and why we like to, why we enjoy this hobby so much. So anyway, not much to really talk about as far as videos this week. Like I said, there's just too many good ones. So again, we're not tired of that. So we're going to go ahead and hit the bench and give you the update. The work has been actually done. We'll be right back. Okay guys, so just a quick update on the Chevelle. As I said, we did a lot of painting tonight. Decided to go with the interior with a semi-gloss black. Which I think works out pretty well. One second here. This is a Tamiya semi-gloss black. I know it's tough to see because everything is so black in the background, but pretty happy with the color. I'm not quite sure. I may hit the seats up with a little bit of future. Basically rear end. Does need to be detailed out. The engine, we went with the Chevy engine red, and I think what I'm going to do is do the timing chain cover. If I can get this to focus here, do the timing chain cover in chrome, just because this is a pretty mean machine, so I think that we can beef it up a little bit. This again, the bottom of the chassis. Basically just a semi-gloss black. We'll detail it out a little bit, but the extra styrene we added here to mate the tub and everything together and add extra rigidity worked out real good, and we're happy with the semi-gloss. So really a lot of black, just because we either, like I said, the interior will be done in black, or a semi-gloss black. So really, we shot quite a bit of black today. Different things. I do have the carburetors here, still on the sprue, and these I'm not quite sure what color we're going to do these carburetors yet. I may actually do them the body color, but we'll see. So like I said, just different parts. Some are still in primer, obviously, some engine parts, things like that. But a lot of painting done. Let me just grab the body here. Okay, and here's the body. Again, this is fresh out of the spray booth. You know, actually still a little bit tacky, I think. But we'll let this cure. I do like the color. There are a few imperfections, obviously, that you can see that this will need to be wet sanded. You know, as I said, I airbrushed it first, then unfortunately just wasn't too happy with the metal flake. Just didn't seem to be getting pushed out. I don't know. So I did end up hitting it with the rattle can, you know, for a final coat, and it did the trick. It evened out the metal flake. So I mean, it did, you know, as expected. The rattle can did splatter, but we'll wet sand it and, you know, see what we can do with that. I mean, the airbrush, as everybody probably knows, is just a finer, greater spray. Little imperfections, unfortunately, when you use the rattle can, such as right here, do occur. Spitting, right here is another one, you know. So this is why, you know, for guys that are not using an airbrush yet, although, you know, I unfortunately I did use it and it didn't work out, but for guys that are not using the airbrush or are afraid to touch an airbrush or whatever, you know, don't be afraid of it. It does a really good job. As you can see, just rattle can, you know, no matter how much you prepare the model, wet sand and stuff like that, you're at the mercy of a cheap plastic nozzle. And, you know, as you can see, you know, you're going to end up with these types of imperfections. So, you know, bear that in mind. Don't be afraid of the airbrush. You know, the airbrush is a great thing. This may actually get one more coat if I didn't just totally destroy it. Luckily, it's dry enough. Good thing about the Duplicaro paint, it is a lacquer-based paint, so it dries extremely quickly. But that's the update on the Chevelle. Real quick, we'll just move on. I want to just quickly go over the airbrushes we use here in the shop, and we'll finish it up. Okay, guys, just to finish up today, I just wanted to quickly go over the two airbrushes that I use. I have a dual action Iwata Eclipse, the HPCS. This is a great airbrush. I'm sure some of you are familiar with it. It's a little bit dirty still, just because, again, I really just got finished working with it. Keep the water condenser here. You know, I don't know the milliliter cup. I know it is a .35 needle. And this really is kind of the workhorse of the shop. You know, a lot of you guys may have seen this. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby or Michael's with a 40% off coupon. So it, you know, it was under, I think under $100 or so. Has the chuck to, you know, change out the needle. This is a great airbrush. I mean, it cleans well. It takes a beating. I mean, not that we beat our tools here, but, you know, obviously, you know, it just really is very reliable, always consistent, and the cup size is good, holds enough paint. Good for, you know, I've shot acrylics all the way to enamels, you know, you name it, and I've pretty much shot through it. It's, you know, to lacquers. So this is a great workhorse, and we use this, like I said, mostly for detail. You know, some heavy spraying, but because it is dual action, that obviously is the reason for that. The other airbrush that we use, and this is the first airbrush we ever got, is the Badger. I think it's the 150, although it says the 200 NH here. I'm honestly not sure the model. I've had it for quite a while, and actually this just got heavy use a few minutes ago, so it, you know, you can see I haven't completely cleaned it. But we use this, you know, pretty much like a lot of guys will use the Pash single action airbrush. It is single action. You just push the trigger, you adjust the paint flow through here. As you can see, the needle is actually bent, but only at the end, thank God. This is an 05 needle, so, you know, if you close this, you can get a pretty decently small pattern, but if you open this up, you can get a real widespread heavy spray. So it's perfect for painting bodies, putting on primers, things like that. Although I do use mostly primers for rattle can, but just wanted to quickly show you guys. This is basically the two workhorses that we use here. You know, I am looking at the Grex trigger, you know, trigger hand, airbrush. A friend of mine does have it. I've used it. I'm going to review it. I know someone did a review just recently, but I'm going to review it as well and consider getting one. I really like it, and you know, it's not always good to have, you know, can never have enough. But again, these are the two workhorses here on the 10th Planet, and of course we keep the jars handy for the Badger. But two good airbrushes. Again, this was probably $150 maybe, you know, retail, and I again got it with a coupon, so maybe I paid, you know, $90, $80. I don't even remember. It's been so long. Same with this. I think this retails for about, maybe it was, I want to say $189 or $219, and you know, at a Michaels or a Hobby Lobby with a 40% off coupon, you know, you can score pretty good. I mean, of course, this, you know, you get after the fact, but this is what we use, and you know, nothing too fancy, but you know, there is some investment you definitely have to make initially, but it's well worth it. I mean, you know, when you're painting small things, you know, the detail that you can get out of the airbrush is just, of course, as everybody knows, spectacular, and the control you have as opposed to over a real brush is great. So just wanted to show you guys what we use here, and we'll just come back with a couple quick thoughts. Alright guys, so that pretty much finishes it up for this week. Finally did get some painting done, got some work done. It feels good. I'm looking forward to start detail painting and moving on with the Chevelle. I didn't give you an update on the M7 Priest. We'll do that next video, but I have been doing a little bit of work on that as well. I actually just shot the Chevelle with one final coat. When I was looking at it under this light over here, showing you guys, I noticed just a few lighter spots that I might have missed, so I went ahead and hit it with one more coat, and then we'll hit the wet sanding and maybe possibly give it another coat. I don't know. We'll see how the wet sanding comes out. So again, I appreciate everybody getting back to me last week in regards to the question of length of videos. I look forward to all your videos coming up, and like I said, I'm going to try to get my hands on that Grex airbrush, and we'll do a review on that, show you guys what that's all about, and again, keep building, you know, keep posting videos. I can't wait to see, you know, all the 48-hour builds. I'm really looking forward to the box stock build. I got the 67 Corvette Coupe sitting right above up there, right above the camera. So we're ready to build that, and that's why I'm trying to finish up the Chevelle. But thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good week.